Let us move forward and learn how to install Python into our computers. We'll start by searching the term Python. Normally, when you search the term Python, the Python homepage is the first recommended web page in the search, and you should click on this to open Python homepage, which is python.org. Then under downloads, you'll select download the current, that is the current version of Python. Click on it, and it should download directly into your computer. And notice that you have to be very careful to ensure that you have downloaded the program for your operating system. And on downloading the software, that is on downloading the program, run it and follow the usual or the standard installation process in which you install this program. After installation of Python, currently I already installed Python in my computer, and after the installation process, you should search the new program you have installed, and you'll notice that it opens as a command prompt, that is as a shell. It opens in Windows shell, and you can use these to write some code. However, this approach is not interactive, and for most cases, it's not the ideal way to code. I normally advise people there is something called idle that installs together with Python, and you should use this because it's easy and more interactive than the shell. You'll notice that now this is better looking, and you can just type 2 + 2 and you'll get 4. Anything you type on here, as long as it's acceptable to Python, it will give you a feedback. In this case, you can add numbers, like add any numbers, and you'll get the results. Then you can also subtract or use any other operator of your choice, and you'll still get the results. This is basic mathematics. You can multiply and you'll get results. And above this, you can also display textual information using the Python print function, which is just print and brackets. Then you close this under apostrophe, then you print whatever information you need to display in this case, and close the bracket. You can see the information is displayed at the bottom. And that's it. I'll not go into details about Python because this is just an introduction of how to download and simple usage of the program. We'll look into details later on when we are dealing with pandas and NumPy. After Python installation, you'll notice that normally Python is not used by itself. That is, we cannot use the shell alone or this. The environment of our choice in this case will be something called an Anaconda. An Anaconda is a development environment that is specific to data science, data analysis, and other projects that are related to data manipulation in Python. That is, this is the homepage to Anaconda, and we want to download this for free, the free version. That is, we'll click on this and make sure that you are using the correct distribution, that is your correct operating system while downloading. We have a distribution for Windows, another for Mac OS, and another for Linux. Make sure you have selected the version that fits your computer and click on download. It should take a while to download, and after the download process, use the standard installation. After downloading the file, that is the program, use the standard installation process to install this into your computer. Then note that the installation process may take a while and you may need to be patient. After installing the Anaconda program, please search for something called Jupyter Notebook, and you'll notice that we have this Jupyter Notebook by Anaconda. Click on that, and it should open a new program, your browser, that is in your default browser. Give it a moment, and there we go. We have Jupyter Notebook, which is a web-based program. Under this, you'll notice that you have the home file system, that is the default directory. Let's work with document. In this case, you can open any of these and you can click on this, and let's create a new Python shell, that is a Python kernel. Give it a moment to load, and there you go. We have a new Python kernel. You can rename this to example number 1 and rename that. This is where you enter your title for your notebook. This is what we call a notebook. We have the title at the top, and we can change this to any title that we like. Then we have the menu, we have file, we have edit, we have view, insert, cell, kernel, and widgets. After the menu, we have these quick access menus. We have save, we have this to insert a new cell, and a cell is this. This is what we call a cell. And in this case, we have just one cell. We can type anything. Let's start by printing. We should print something like hello world. And we can run this by click on that, and there is our output. Alternatively, we can just, sorry about that. Alternatively, we can just hit enter. We can just hit Control and enter to run that code. And notice when we hit Control and enter, we don't have a new cell at the bottom. If we need a new cell, we hit Shift and enter in this case, and we create a new cell at the bottom. We can also use this to create a new cell. Then we can delete a cell by hitting the D button, D for dog, key twice, and the cell will be deleted. And to create a new cell, just click on the insert a new cell, that is. Then you'll notice that we also have this. We can add markdown information. We can change that to markdown, and we'll type introduction. Sorry about that. Introduction Python. And this markdown is not a code. This will remain as text as it is. By default, a new cell is always a code, and we may need to change to markdown when need arises. That's it for simple introduction into Jupyter Notebook.